डायग्नोस्टिक में भी ना थोड़ा डैम्प तो कर रहा तो
Please come. I'm Dr. Chaudhary, this is Dr. Buddha.
Please sit down.
So I'll just explain. The thing is done. She is fine. It is successfully done. Just I will explain everything to you. So this I showed you the angiography.
That's right.
This is on the left side, which we showed you that this is the normal one, and the artery which was causing her trouble is this one, very tight here.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of calcium also in her arteries, so that makes the process difficult. So now I'll show you the process. So this is the initial thing. We pass the wire through the artery, and there is a branch also. So we had passed the wire through it. Because of the calcium, it was difficult to pass the balloon and everything downstairs. So that is why we put in two wires, one in the diagonal, one in the LED. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is the ballooning done.
Yeah.
Okay. You can see this black shadows here. So this is all calcium.
Okay.
These shadows are of calcium. So they are highly calcified arteries. And that is why this made the process very, very difficult. So then we ballooned it here and here. Okay. Right. And then this is the shoot to see how much is the length required of this stent. So then we took this stent. So this is a 2.5 millimeter diameter, 33 millimeter nice stent. So then we inflated it like this. Okay. And then the artery becomes quite open and the flow is now going down. Okay. Now we again put in a balloon here. So again the balloon was not going, so we have to reinsert the second wire like this. And then the balloon was put and we dilate it from inside at multiple places so that the stent gets nicely opposed from inside to the artery. Okay. So after doing multiple balloons here, then we take out everything. Okay, this is the way we do it. Ballooning inside the stent with a shorter balloon so that it gets nicely opposed to the artery. And now you can see this is the. Now you compare this picture with the initial picture I showed you, which showed a narrowing here and the flow was also not going. Now it is a good flow. Okay, so this is how it's done.
Okay, I just want to ask you something. And that is the bend that you are showing just now. There was a steep bend.
Yeah.
This thing. How have you negotiated this?
This. So we have passed in a wire through this. Over the wire, the balloon and stent is. You can beat her. She's going. Just for a minute.
Hi.
She has difficulty in lying down straight.
Yeah.
Okay. But she will have to be for a
She the heightened cardiac.
So we had called the anesthetist also. So he has given her some sedation because she was very in a lot of discomfort because of she said I cannot lie down straight because of some hydrocephalus also. So there is just a sedation given. So she obviously she can talk to you.
Because she finds
Mostly she
difficult
sleeps
to
in the
breathe
sitting
when
position
she is
only.
in the straight position.
But for a while she will have to be straight. Otherwise we are checking the oxygen, that is 100%. So, but the discomfort is not because of lack of oxygen, but she will have to lie down straight for a while.
And when will she be able to turn on the side?
See, the problem is that we have inserted a catheter from here and given a lot of blood flows. So the blood thinning capacity has to be checked again and again. There is a parameter known as ACT. So when it comes below 160 only, then we'll take out this sheath. After removal of this sheath, she will have to keep this leg straight for 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah, that I know.
The problem is that there is still a 2 to 3% chance of clot formation in this stent. So for that, there is always a chance. Whenever we put in a stent, there is a 2% chance of stent thrombosis. So for that, we give blood thinners continuously through IV. So we have started it right now also. So with the blood thinners going on now also, so
In the past, in the day-to-day routine, she was having clopid and 75.
that's okay. But at this moment, because of the stent and the heart attack, a lot stronger blood thinners need to be given, which we have already given, and some of it is going through IV right now also through infusion. But she will not be allowed to move the leg.
For about 4 to 5 hours.
After removal of sheath, 4 to 5 hours.
That was, and that will take how much time?
We will keep on checking the ACT. It will take around 2 hours for the ACT to come down. Now it is 240. So it will take around 2-3 hours to come down to 160. Then the sheath will be removed. After removal of the sheath, she will have to.
Because I faced a difficulty in RR, and when I was being, and when I was being operated upon, the flow of the blood was so rampant that the moment this stenting was done and the wire instruments were taken, there was an absolute fountain of this thing, and it took about 2 to 3 hours for the doctor, after putting a patch over there,
You're right.
that I was stabilized.
So that is one of the problems which we can face while we do angioplasty. This is one of the complications which can happen. So that is why we have to be very particular that she doesn't move her leg. There are staff to see that she doesn't move her leg, and we can sedate her.
Unless they gave me plasma. I mean, this
So
was.
how long till when she's going to be in hospital for 2 days?
She will be in ICU for today at least, and because the monitoring needs to be done. As I told you, there is a 2% chance of stent thrombosis every time. And then if everything goes well, then tomorrow we'll shift her to the room, and day after tomorrow we'll be discharged.
And what
After
precautions
this.
do you need to take? How long should it
After the discharge, we'll tell you everything when the time comes. But there are no major precautions as such. We'll tell you everything when she is discharged.
So she never had any problem earlier?
No, but she has multiple problems. She has blockage in other arteries also. So that is probably overlooked, overseen, or maybe not detected.
No, she is under the care of Dr. S.K. Agarwal in Kailash Hospital. We are.
See, I don't know.
Okay.
We can't go into those details, but seeing the blockages, it is not only the one artery which is blocked. One artery was very significantly blocked, more than 90%. The other also has around 60%. So that means the process is going on inside. That 60% artery can also progress later on. So she has a problem. Maybe it was undetected. Maybe stress echo or something was never done. Routine testing may not detect it.
Actually,
A dedicated cardiac evaluation only will detect this.
but routine, in her routine, this thing, she was not having any problems. I don't know.
But does this 60% blocking now mean that much?
And,
So, what does that mean next?
See, the rule is that if it is less than 70%, we don't tackle it. We just keep it on medicine. But now, since you know that there is a 60% blockage in other arteries, and other arteries are also not very healthy. So, besides the routine evaluation, maybe that is only the blood test which you have been done. She should get a stress echo every year, which should be done for everybody. I mean, for him
I
also,
hope
for you also.
You will be able to jot it down whatever.
We write everything when the time comes. Right now, the major concern is that she remains stable throughout the night and there is no other complication like bleeding or all those things. Because overall the frame is thin and the arteries are narrow, they are
She is
calcified.
diabetic.
She is diabetic. So these are all complicated. These are all things which tell us that there are more chances of complications. Like these routine complications, bleeding, distant thrombosis, like sugar can go up and down. So overall, if I categorize the patient, so this is a patient, there are more chances of something going wrong little bit. So we have to be more careful. So after this is over, once she is being discharged, we'll tell you everything. We'll meet you, make you meet the dietitian also. She can tell about the diet and we'll tell you everything. But right now the concern is that she will be stable for next 12 to 24 hours. Right? You can meet her in the ICU after they have still settled her in the 5 to 10 minutes. After that, one of you, everybody can go and you can come back.
One of us can stay back also.
It's not allowed in the ICU, you have to stay outside. No, it's up to you, 5 minutes not required.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Because I am myself with the CABG and 3 steps.
Possible to have your contact number?
Dr. Anshu is here. You can take her number. You take his number, he will be here 24 hours. You will meet in the ICU.
Thank you, doctor.
Okay, thank you.